ní ṣòfò ẹ̀mí bẹ́ẹ̀ la ní ṣòfò dúkìá ẹni bá létí kó gbọ́ dènà ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ ìjàmbá náà ìtanijí wá láti Fresh 107.9 FM Abẹ́òkúta. ó ń dún kẹ̀rìírí kẹ̀rìírí ó ń mìlú títì Fresh 107.9 FM lábẹ́ Olúmọ wọ́n ń gbọ́ lókè lálá Ẹ̀gbá la wà nílùú Abẹ́òkúta.
Broadcasting worldwide, the latest hits and the greatest memories. Fresh 107.9 FM.
Stay tuned for the news on Fresh 107.9 FM.
By Bell's clock, it's 7 o'clock. Good evening. This is the national news on Fresh 107.9 FM Abeokuta. I am Tunde Akimbe. First, the headlines. One confirmed dead, others injured as customs officials clash with youth in Ogun. President Buhari extend presidential task force on COVID-19 mandate till March 2021. In business, Nigeria moves closer to self-sufficiency in liquefied petroleum gas production. And in sports, NTTF confident table tennis will produce medals in 2021 Tokyo Olympics. Stay tuned for details of these and much more presently. Now the news in detail. 3 persons have been reportedly killed by stray bullets in the pandemonium that broke out following a clash between the Nigerian Customs Service and youth in Ayetoro, Yewa North local government area of Ogun State. The incident, which happened at the Kikelomo area in Ayetoro in the early hours of today, was allegedly caused by the attempt by officials of the Customs Service to stop smuggling activities centered in the area. The men of Nigeria Customs Service had reportedly stormed the area following a tip-off from some members of the public. In the process, they reportedly fired live rounds, which resulted in the death of one Shola, who was shot while riding a motorcycle in the area. Attempt made by Fresh FM Sahid Adeola to get reaction from the State Customs PRO proved abortive, but the State Police spokesperson, Abimbola Oyemi, confirmed that one person died, while others sustained various degrees of injuries.
It led to altercation between them and the suspected smugglers, and maybe they were being attacked, and they shot one of the suspected smuggler, and we can confirm that there's one casualty now. One of those suspected smugglers has been shot dead, and while some have some degree of injury, and one custom officer was also injured according to the report given to us from the feedback. The police in Ayetoro, led by the area commander, ACP Anthony Aruna, has been able to move into the scene, calm the situation, and they've brought the situation under control. So we are still monitoring the situation, and our men has been deployed in the strategic places in Ayetoro to forestall further breakdown of law and order. The Commissioner of Police, State Police Command, CP Edward Awula, has directed the policemen around that area, and the other area command very close to that place will be mobilized to the place to forestall further breakdown of law and order in Ayetoro. We learned that quite a number of people, like three or four people, has some injuries, but we can confirm that one person has lost his life.
President Muhammadu Buhari has extended the mandate of the Presidential Task Force PTF on COVID-19 until March 2021. He gave the approval today at a meeting with members of the task force at the presidential villa in Abuja, the nation's capital. At the meeting, President Buhari received the end-of-year report of the task force, led by the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Bas Mustafa. He noted that the mandate of the PTF was extended for a further period of 3 months, bearing in mind the new surge in the number of cases and the bid for vaccines. According to the President, recent reports have indicated that Nigeria is facing a rise in confirmed COVID-19 cases a situation that is similar to the second wave of infections recorded in other countries. At least 11 National Youth Service Corps NYC members have tested positive for coronavirus at the Taraba State Orientation Camp. This was confirmed by the chairman of the State Task Force on COVID-19 and Commissioner for Health, Innocent Vakai. According to him, the Corps members who are asymptomatic have been isolated at an undisclosed location in Jalingo, the state capital. He again warned against the lack of compliance to the safety measures by residents of the state to reduce community transmission, insisting there is danger ahead if the negligence is not curtailed.
Opened last month, and then these are board members that came from different parts of the federation. So, a part of the guideline of the presidential task on the control of COVID-19 in Nigeria asked every state to carry out mass testing of all the core members that are present in camp. And then in Taraba State, 11 core members tested positive, but all of them were asymptomatic. That is, we are not showing symptoms of COVID-19, vis-a-vis cough, fever, difficulty in breathing. But since we are positive, the onus lies on the health authorities to ensure that they were quarantined. And as I've rightly mentioned earlier on, that the isolation center was destroyed, so they were camped in a hotel so that they can be isolated from the general populace in the state. And based on information received, they are all doing well. And very soon the camp will close. And they too, after their exit testing, they are negative, they will be allowed to go and join their family.
Meanwhile, the Bauchi State Task Force Committee on COVID-19 says it will begin enforcement of the use of face masks in public places as it steps up campaign against the second wave of the virus. Deputy Governor of the state, Bala Tella, announced the committee's resolve after a crucial meeting. He says the government has resolved to strengthen sensitization and work with traditional leaders in order to get the message across to the people.
We are emphasizing the sensitization aspect. We are also asking people to cooperate, because at the motor parks, at major gatherings, at where people collect, we are going to start pushing for the wearing of the face mask and also taking of temperature. And anybody whose temperature is above normal, will ask him to go for a test or go for isolation. So what, in a nutshell, I'm saying is that the COVID-19 pandemic is back here with us as a second wave, and we need to do what we need to do, everybody individually and collectively, to ensure that it has not gone beyond where it's supposed to go.
You've been listening to the National News and Fresh 107.9 FM, Abeokuta. Still to come, Nigeria Governors Forum visit Katsina, pledges to go tough on bandits. In business, Nigeria moves closer to self-sufficiency in liquefied petroleum gas production. And in sports, NTTF confident table tennis will produce medals in 2021 Tokyo Olympics. Stay with Fresh 107.9 FM. Welcome back. The Nigerian Governors Forum is pledging total commitment to go tough on bandits, kidnappers, and other criminals terrorizing innocent citizens. Chairman of the forum and Governor of Ekiti State, Kayode Fayemi, says the governors will act tough to stop the major causes of security challenges, as well as intensify social investment programs that will address inequality and poverty. He made the comments today when he led the forum to pay a solidary visit to the Katsina State Governor, Aminu Mesari, over the rescue of the Kankara Government Science Secondary School students.
For us at the Nigerian Governors Forum, we believe that we not only have to be tough on banditry, on kidnapping, on criminality generally, but that we also have to be tough on the causes of these problems. And social inequality, poverty are key issues, and we need to be able to ensure that our government, our states, price away our young people from the merchants of death who are using them as cannon fodder for this criminal brigandage. And we can only do that if we provide them with alternative means of livelihood and support system that will not entice them to these elements that are endangering the whole of our country.
The Minister of Power, Sali Maman, has promised Nigerians a robust and reliable power supply across the country. He gave this assurance during the familiarization visit to the National Control Center of the Transmission Company of Nigeria in Osogbo, the Osun State capital. He says the visit was for an on-the-spot assessment of the center, where immediate actions will be taken towards resolving pockets of identified challenges confronting the center.
For the first time, we have generated the highest energy in this country, over 115,000 megawatt hour, and we have also attained a generation of 5,520 megawatts, which is the first in the history of this country. And we are also told that for the first time in this country again, this year is the least system collapse that we have. Systems are now trying to be stable, robust, and non-constant. We want to assure Nigerians that we will give them a robust, sustainable, and also a reliable power supply.
In business, the federal government said the country has moved one step closer to self-sufficiency in liquefied petroleum gas production as President Muhammadu Buhari today inaugurated the integrated gas handling facility and LPG processing and dispensing plant in Oredo, Edo State. The plant, built and operated by the Nigerian Petroleum Development Company, will deliver 240,000 metric tons of commercial-grade liquefied petroleum gas and propane, as well as 205 million standard cubic feet of lean gas into the domestic markets daily. President Buhari believes the project will provide hundreds of jobs for Nigerian youth and go a long way to expand the gas sector's footprints.
Integrated gas handling facility and its associated natural gas liquids depot will be delivering 240,000 metric tons of commercial-grade liquefied petroleum gas and propane. It will also deliver about 205 million standard cubic feet per day of lean gas to the domestic market. Apart from being the largest onshore liquefied petroleum gas plant in Nigeria, with the potential of supplying about 20% of Nigeria's liquefied petroleum gas demand, the Oredo Integrated Gas Handling Facility was carefully situated at a corridor proximate to over 80% of Nigeria's liquefied petroleum gas demand source. In addition to its import institution benefits, that brings us a step closer to self-sufficiency in liquefied petroleum gas production and also supporting the growth of small and medium enterprises in the host communities. This project will create hundreds of direct and indirect employment opportunities for our teeming youth, both skilled and unskilled. The Integrated Gas Handling Facility project will also support the ongoing drive towards providing alternative auto fuel under the Natural Gas Expansion Program initiative.
In sports, the technical director of the Nigerian Table Tennis Federation, Akinsoji Tayo, says the federation has put behind it the disappointing finish at the 2016 Olympic and Paralympic Games. He says he is hopeful of a better performance next year. Akinsoji revealed that the current form of most of the country's players in various competitions show that they will be ready for the task ahead.
It's going to give Nigeria medals, and that's what I can tell you. Haruna Kode is in top 20. He was invited for the world meets, but Omotayo is doing very well, in his club, and other players are doing so too. So I can tell you, Para will give us a lot of medals this year. Same we have at least 1 or 2 medals from the able too.
Before we end the national news on Fresh 107.9 FM, Abeokuta, here's a recap of the main stories. We told you that 3 persons have been reportedly killed by stray bullets in Ayetoro Yewa North local government area of Ogun State as customs officials clashed with youth. In business, the Nigerian Petroleum Development Commission has commenced operation in the integrated gas handling facility in Oredo, Edo State. And in sports, the Nigerian Table Tennis Federation is confident that table tennis will produce medals in 2021 Tokyo Olympics. And that's the national news on Fresh 107.9 FM Abeokuta. The news was edited by Omoyemi Adesoye. I am Tunde Akimbe. Thanks for listening. Good evening and compliments of the season.
From the rock city of Nigeria. Rock city of Nigeria. This is Fresh 107.9.
Ondo Keriri, Keriri, Omilutiti. Fresh 107.9 FM lábẹ́ Olúmọ. Wọ́n gbọ́ lókè lálá. Ẹ̀gbá la wà nílùú Abẹ́òkúta.
Ẹ káalẹ́, èyí níròyìn àpapọ̀ ilẹ̀ wa Nàìjíríà tó ń dé sétí ìgbọ́yín láti iléeṣẹ́ rédíò Fresh 107.9 FM. Abẹ́òkúta la ti ń ròyìn láti ẹnu Olúfẹ́mi Oyènẹ́kan. Kí ẹ tó gbọ́ròyìn náà lẹ́kùnrẹ́rẹ́ gbọ́ àwọn kókó inú rẹ̀. Ẹnìkan jáláìsí, àwọn tó kù farapa níbi fàákájà láàrin àwọn aṣọ́bodè àtàwọn ọ̀dọ́ nípínlẹ̀ Ògùn. Ààrẹ Buhari ṣàmúgbòòrò àkókò ìgbìmọ̀ amúṣẹ́ṣe ààrẹ lórí COVID-19 di oṣù kẹta ọdún 2021. Orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà ti ń súnmọ́ bèbè àti wà lómìnira ara rẹ̀ lẹ́ka ti ìpèsè afẹ́fẹ́ gas. Àjọ tó rí sí ìdíje table tennis ṣàfihàn ìrètí pé wọn yóò jáwé olúborí níbi ìdíje 2021 Tokyo Olympics. Wàyí o, ẹgbọ́ròyìn náà lẹ́kùnrẹ́rẹ́. A rí i gbọ́ pé àṣìta ìbọn gbẹ̀mí ẹni mẹ́ta níbi rògbòdìyàn kan tó bẹ́ sílẹ̀ látàrí fàákájà láàrin àwọn ẹ̀ṣọ́ aṣọ́bodè orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà àtàwọn ọ̀dọ́ kan nílùú Ayétòrò níjọba ìbílẹ̀ Àríwá Yewa ìpínlẹ̀ Ògùn. Ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ náà tó wáyé lágbègbè Kíkẹ́lọmọ nílùú Ayétòrò lówùúrọ̀ ni wọ́n sọ pé ó jẹyọ látàrí pé òṣìṣẹ́ aṣọ́bodè gbé ìgbésẹ̀ láti dá wọn tó ń fi ọ̀nà ẹ̀bùrú kọjá wọlé lọ́wọ́ kọ́ tí wọ́n sì ya wọ agbègbè náà lẹ́yìn ìtàwọn kan lágbègbè ọ̀hún sí wọn nígbẹ́rẹ́ ìpàkọ́. Béyìí ṣe ń lọ lọ́wọ́, wọ́n bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní ṣínà ìbọn bolẹ̀ èyí tó ṣekú pa ẹnìkan torúkọ rẹ̀ ń jẹ́ Ṣọlá tìbọn bà nígbà tó wà lórí ọ̀kadà. Gbogbo ìgbésẹ̀ akọ̀ròyìn iléeṣẹ́ Fresh FM Saheed Adéọlá láti gbọ́ ojú ìwòye alukoro iléeṣẹ́ ẹ̀ṣọ́ aṣọ́bodè nípínlẹ̀ Ògùn bọ́ sí pàbó, ṣùgbọ́n alukoro iléeṣẹ́ ọlọ́pàá Abímbọ́lá Oyèyẹmí fìdí rẹ̀ múlẹ̀ pé ẹnìkan ṣoṣo ló jáláìsí nígbà táwọn tó kù farapa. Ààrẹ Muhammadu Buhari ti fẹ iṣẹ́ ìgbìmọ̀ amúṣẹ́ṣe ààrẹ lórí COVID-19 lójú síwájú sí di oṣù kẹta ọdún 2021. Ó buwọ́lu àlékún àkókò náà lónìí níbi ìpàdé pẹ̀lú àwọn ọmọ ìgbìmọ̀ ọ̀hún ní gbọ̀ngàn ilé ààrẹ Àbújá. Níbi ìpàdé náà, ààrẹ Buhari gba àbábọ̀ ìròyìn òpin ọdún látọwọ́ ìgbìmọ̀ ọ̀hún èyí tí akọ̀wé àgbà fúnjọba àpapọ̀ Boss Mustapha léwájú fún un. Ó wòye pé wọ́n fẹ́ iṣẹ́ ìgbìmọ̀ amúṣẹ́ṣe ààrẹ lórí COVID-19 síwájú pẹ̀lú oṣù mẹ́ta látàrí bí àkọsílẹ̀ COVID-19 ṣe ń gbẹnu sókè. Gẹ́gẹ́ bí ààrẹ ṣe sọ, àwọn àkọsílẹ̀ jẹ́ kó di mímọ̀ pé orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà ti ń fojú winá àlékún COVID-19 èyí tó farapẹ́ abala kejì tàwọn orílẹ̀-èdè tó kù lágbàáyé. Ó kéré pin àwọn ọ̀dọ́ tó ń sìnrú ilẹ̀ bàbá wọn tó ń lọ bíi 11 láyẹ̀wò ti fi wọ́n pé wọ́n lùgbàdì COVID-19 níbùdó ìlanilọ́yẹ̀ tó wà nípínlẹ̀ Taraba. Alága ìgbìmọ̀ amúṣẹ́ṣe lórí COVID-19 nípínlẹ̀ náà tó tún jẹ́ alábòójútó fétò ìlera Innocent Fakai ló sọ èyí di mímọ̀. Gẹ́gẹ́ bó ṣe sọ, àwọn agùnbánirọ̀ ọ̀hún tí àpẹẹrẹ kòrónà kò tí ì ṣojú ṣara dàbí alára lára wọn ti wà níbùdó ìyàsọ́tọ̀ kan tí wọn kò dárúkọ ẹ̀ nílùú Jalingo olúlu ìpínlẹ̀ Taraba. Ó wá lu agogo ìkìlọ̀ lòdì sí dídágun lásáwọn ìlànà tó ń dènà ẹni lọ́wọ́ àjàkálẹ̀ àrùn náà ká lè sọ sínú ọ̀gbun àìnísàlẹ̀. Ìgbìmọ̀ amúṣẹ́ṣe COVID-19 nípínlẹ̀ Bauchi sọ pé òun yóò bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní ṣe lílo ìbomúbẹnu ní dandan lówó orí ọ̀ranyàn láṣọ ìbora gẹ́gẹ́ bí ìkéde lòdì sí ìbúgbàmù abala kejì àrùn kòrónà. igbákejì gómìnà ìpínlẹ̀ náà Bàbá Tẹ̀là ló sọ ìpinnu ìgbìmọ̀ ń di mímọ̀ lópin ìpàdé alágbára kan tí wọ́n ṣe. Ó sọ pé ìjọba ti fẹnukò láti ṣe àgbélárugẹ ìlanilọ́yẹ̀ tó yè kooro àti dídérélù pẹ̀lú àwọn ọba àlàyé kọ́wọ́jà ìkéde náà lè délé dóko débi pé àdán á gbọ́ àlọ́rọ̀ fóbẹ̀. Ìròyìn àpapọ̀ ilẹ̀ wa Nàìjíríà ló ṣì ń dé sétí ìgbọ̀yìn láti iléeṣẹ́ rédíò ti Fresh 107.9 FM lábẹ́òkúta. Ẹgbẹ́ àwọn gómìnà lórílẹ̀‐èdè Nàìjíríà ti ṣèlérí láti gbé pẹ́rẹ́kí kaná pẹ̀lú àwọn agbésùmọ̀mí, àwọn ajínigbé àtàwọn ọ̀daràn tó kù tó ń fi ayé ní àwọn ọmọ Nàìjíríà tí ò ṣẹ̀ tí ò rò lára. Alága ẹgbẹ́ náà tó tún jẹ́ gómìnà ìpínlẹ̀ Èkìtì Káyọ̀dé Fáyẹmí sọ pé ohun tó bá máa ná àwọn gómìnà ni wọn yóò fún láti fòpin sáwọn ìpèníjà tó ń kojú ètò ààbò papọ̀ pẹ̀lú àgbékalẹ̀ àwọn ètò ìrànwọ́ tó ń lé ìṣẹ́wọ̀gbẹ́ láwùjọ. Ó sọ̀rọ̀ náà lónìí nígbà tó léwájú àwọn gómìnà tó kù láti ṣàbẹ̀wò sí gómìnà ìpínlẹ̀ Katsina Aminu Masari fún ti dídòlẹ̀mí àwọn akẹ́kọ̀ọ́ Kankara. Alákòóso fọ́rọ̀ ohun àmúṣagbára Salim Mamman ti ṣèlérí ìpèsè ohun àmúṣagbára iná ẹ̀lẹ́tíríkì tó dúró déédéé tó sì ṣeé gbáralé fáwọn ọmọ Nàìjíríà jákèjádò orílẹ̀-èdè yìí. Ó mú ìdánilójú náà wá lásìkò ìrìn àjò àbẹ̀wò ìfojúrinjú tó ṣe sí ibùdó àpapọ̀ tó ń ṣàkóso àwọn iléeṣẹ́ ìpínfúnni iná ẹ̀lẹ́tíríkì nílẹ̀ Nàìjíríà èyí tó wà nílùú Òṣogbo olúlu ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun. Ó sọ pé ìrìn àjò àbẹ̀wò náà jẹ́ ojúmító sí ibùdó náà kí ìgbésẹ̀ kíámọ́sá lè wáyé láti sọ àwọn ìpèníjà tó ń kojú ibùdó ọ̀hún di àfihẹ́yìn tẹ̀gùn aláré ń fiṣọ lóde Ọ̀yọ́. Lẹ́ka okòwò orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà ti ń súnmọ́ bèbè àti wà lómìnira ara rẹ̀ lórí ìpèsè afẹ́fẹ́ gas gẹ́gẹ́ bí ààrẹ Muhammadu Buhari ṣe bá wọn ṣe ìfilọ́lẹ̀ ibùdó afẹ́fẹ́ gas tó wà ní Ọ̀rẹ́dò ìpínlẹ̀ Èdó. Ibùdó gáàsì náà tó ṣẹ̀ wá látọ̀dọ̀ iléeṣẹ́ epo pẹtrol àpapọ̀ ilẹ̀ wa ni yóò máa pèsè 2,200 tọ́ọ̀nù 240,000 afẹ́fẹ́ gáàsì àti mílíọ̀nù 55 gáàsì lọ́jà ilẹ̀ wa lójoojúmọ́. Ààrẹ Buhari sọ pé iṣẹ́ àkànṣe náà yóò pèsè iṣẹ́ rírí ṣe fáwọn ọ̀dọ́ ilẹ̀ Nàìjíríà pẹ̀lú àmúgbòòrò ẹ̀ka tó ń pèsè afẹ́fẹ́ gáàsì kó lè túbọ̀ gbìrẹ̀gẹ̀tìgẹ̀ sí i. Lẹ́ka eré ìdárayá olùdarí àgbà pátá fún àjọ tó ń rí sí ìdíje table tennis Akínsọjí Táyọ̀ sọ pé àjọ náà ti gbójú kúrò lórí ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ bójò ṣe pa eégún wọn lóde níbi ìdíje 2016 Olympic àti Paralympic. Ó sọ pé ìrètí wà pé ọsàn yóò so dídùn lọ́dún tó ń bọ̀. Akínsọjí ṣí pàyà pé báwọn olùdíje náà ti ṣe ń gbáradì kíkankíkan báyìí ó fi wọ̀nyí pé wọn yóò bá a rè bọ̀ lọ́jọ́ iwájú torí pé àmì ẹ̀yẹ yóò máa gbéra wọn pọ̀n. Ẹ̀yìn yàrá mi ò fẹ́ ṣọlọ́run mi ò fẹ́ ṣe èèyàn kò lè rí ju owó oúnjẹ lọ léyìí tó túmọ̀ sí pé nínú gbogbo ìgbésẹ̀ rẹ̀ àǹfààní tó sodo sínú ẹ̀ ní kó wò máa wò pé kí làwọn èèyàn fẹ́ sọ lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí ẹgbọ́ kòkò níròyìn náà. Ẹnìkan jáláìsí àwọn tó kù farapa níbi fàákájà láàrin àwọn aṣọ́bodè àtàwọn ọ̀dọ́ kan nípínlẹ̀ Ògùn. Ààrẹ Buhari ṣàmúgbòòrò àkókò ìgbìmọ̀ amúṣẹ́ṣe ààrẹ lórí COVID-19 di oṣù kẹta ọdún 2021. Orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà ti ń súnmọ́ bèbè àti wà lómìnira ara rẹ̀ lẹ́ka ìpèsè afẹ́fẹ́ gáàsì. Bákan náà làmúwá sétí ìgbọ̀yìn wípé àjọ tó ń rí sí ìdíje table tennis ṣàfihàn ìrètí pé wọn yóò jáwé olúborí níbi ìdíje 2021 Tokyo Olympics. Ọpẹ́ pàtàkì lọ́wọ́ Mọ́yẹmí Adésòye tó ṣe àkójọpọ̀ ìròyìn náà. Èmi ni Olúfẹ́mi Oyinẹ̀kan jẹ́ o.
Fresh FM Abẹ́òkúta 107.9 Fresh FM 107.9 Abẹ́òkúta.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Have love with me.